Warning! Mon-El. I'm actually starting not to like Mon-El. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 17, Distant Sun. I'm your host, Dom. With me, we have Nikki, Cleo, and Rachel. How's it
now
going?
You're starting to not like Mon-El?
Yeah.
Why? Because he's being truthful and honorable and an actual goddamn human being?
No.
He's being nice at making breakfast.
I realized something, and I like Mon-El. I love Mon-El, love Chris Wood. But at the same time, a lot of the gripes that I've been having with this season of the show feel like a product of Mon-El's appearance. And it didn't really feel clear to me until this episode. Mon-El's kind of a character that was brought in to, I guess, replace, the void that Cat Grant filled. And in doing so, we've shifted the focus of this show from Supergirl to Supergirl and Mon-El, who basically feel like they're co-starring the show.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't either.
But the show is called Supergirl.
She's still a main focus of the show.
And in the process, we're losing a lot of, plot that seems like it should be going like what happened to Cadmus?
Shows do this all the time. They have mini arcs in an episode.
What happened to Lillian? What's going on with their father? It's like all this stuff that was started, and since Mon-El took the forefront, just kind of faded off to the side.
Okay, this
now
was
how I feel about Once Upon a Time.
This is a small arc. Okay. It's done now. They're probably going to go back over to Cadmus right away because there's only 6 episodes left, 5 episodes. They're definitely going to turn back and go back to the main plot. But this was kind of like, it's not like Supernatural when they have their filler episodes. It was definitely a small arc. It wasn't.
Yeah, this is setting up for probably next season. She's coming back. The bitch will come back. Both bitches.
There's definitely
at the same point I've been grasping, trying to figure out what is the overarching theme of it, this season. What is it? And at first it seemed like it was Cadmus.
Bad parenting. That's
I think
parenting.
The overarching is the president, because we saw her this episode. Is she a white Martian or is she something else?
She's something else. We'll talk about that.
She's okay.
We'll talk about that.
That's what I think is the overarching, right? What we're thinking is the main overarch right now is Cadmus and Lillian, and with Jeremiah and all that stuff mixed in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I wouldn't worry about the Mon-El stuff. I think. I think he's going to take a big, not a back burner spot, but
Queen Rhea as for the season. I know that much.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I guess all right. So with this episode, we had Queen Rhea, King Largan. They're refusing to leave the atmosphere. They're kind of sitting in orbit, whatever. And we find out that Queen Rhea had a secret bounty on Supergirl with a laser-eyed creature, heat vision,
whatever bounty hunter there was.
Yeah, and then the telepath. The telepath one I think was the most interesting of the two.
That was so cool. I wish we had more of him.
His head was annoying. I really was hoping he was named so that I could be like, I remember him, because the whole brain wobbly thing with the skin, I was like, that is so creepy. He has to have a name. He has to be some sort of, at least side villain or like a minion of some other villain that, I've probably heard of, but
just
no, it's not.
Hunter.
It was really disappointing.
Watching him and control Mon-El and having Mon-El and Supergirl fight was fantastic. Even though we knew that they were going to have a battle, Mon-El and Supergirl, they were going to have a physical altercation. That wasn't just spousal abuse kind of thing.
Yeah.
We knew they were whammied somehow. and absolutely loved it. And I think the best part was when he got into a telepathy battle with John Jones.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I love. He was like, "I'm the most powerful telepathic creature in the universe," and John Jones just was like, "Oh, really?
We'll see about that one, buddy. We'll see about that one."
I mean, you saw, John Jones struggling at first, and then his eyes went red. You knew it. You knew he was just gonna pummel that guy.
He was
knew
just
it.
locked in, and he was barely breaking a sweat. The other guys like straining and moving, and his head looked like it was having an aneurysm.
I thought his head was gonna explode.
Oh god, that would have been gross.
Yeah, it would have been gross.
Just spaghetti pouring out of the top of his head.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is under there? He's boiling spaghetti.
Well, I was kind of figuring that, he was...
Could be pudding.
I don't know. You know how when you boil, like, caramel, like you're making caramel and the way that the big bubbles kind of pop it, like, I was thinking like more of a candy sauce. Because of the way it bubbles.
No, I 100% imagine spaghetti under his head.
I didn't imagine any of those things.
Well, I didn't start imagining food until I mentioned it. And I was like, no, it kind of, more of a saucy deal.
I don't know.
Like
I just remember what it reminded me of is all those sci-fi movies when there's like a bug underneath one of someone's
yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, yucky.
But
Like alien.
I don't know about you guys, but instantly I was like, oh, that's Mon-El's mother.
Oh, he knew.
He knew too, but
He knew from the very beginning. He suspected both his parents, though, not just his
but
mom.
I said that his father last week. I said that his father was
pretty passive. Yeah,
is very, but he was realizing that Mon-El is basically growing up. He's forging his own life, and he's going to let him do that.
Yeah.
And what happened?
You're right.
I was right.
Which can we talk about how? That's a letdown for Kevin Sorbo to come on the show to have like probably total of 20 lines and then get killed.
Well, and then he like totally changed the way he was thinking about starting their new planet again, and he was changing it, and then his wife was like,
he wanted a fresh start. He wanted to be more of a less of a tyrant and a manipulator. And his wife, and Rhea wasn't having any of that.
No, she likes the power.
She does. She loves the power.
Yep.
Which
she has having control over everyone. She's what we call helicopter mom.
A helicopter mom.
What?
The helicopter parenting.
Yeah.
Well, he brought it up too.
Oh.
I love that he brought it up.
They're still hovering over the earth. Is that called helicopter parenting? Yes.
I kind of compared Mon-El with Castiel these last couple episodes because he's learning the cultures and the customs and the references and everything the same way that Castiel had to when he came into the show, except he actually knows how to use them in context, whereas Castiel is still completely
Mon-El is
out
just
of
really
his world.
interesting. Like the whole Lee's mentioning in chat, Mon-El finish the book, like the Romeo and Juliet, thing. And I actually got mad at Kara. I was like, Kara, you just spoiled the end of Romeo and Juliet for him. Like that is the worst. Like don't ever spoil it. Like especially like. I'd be like, oh, well, if you didn't read it now, if you don't know it, it's your own damn fault. But Mon-El literally, just got here. He doesn't have the time to do that.
He didn't seem to mind.
He didn't, but it's still rude. It's still rude. I don't care. Of course. Somebody's actively reading it, and then, oh, by the way, it ends like this. I understand why she did it, because he was comparing their relationship.
Yeah.
So
let's not do that.
Yeah, but still.
Because it was more like, guess what? They die in the end, and we're not going to. So no, stop it. We're not the same.
I'd be like, did you finish that book? Well, do it right now. Like you have another 20 minutes before I spoil it for you, kind of deal. That's how I would work that. I wouldn't just outright spoil. That's just mean. That is mean.
I don't even think Carl would have given him 20 minutes. She felt so losing her job at Catco has driven her nuts.
Yeah.
She is like a rat in a cage wanting to claw her way out.
Despite all her rage.
Yeah.
Well, and I don't think it's losing her job at Catco. I think it was them keeping her like under house arrest.
Yeah, because of the bounties and not knowing where they came from and all that. Like she was cooped up there too. Because she did say,
a little bit
she was losing my job at Catco is the best thing because I could spend all this extra time with you. She was totally down with it at first.
Yeah.
And then as soon as house arrest and she's forced to play board games and she can't go out and fight crime, then she's basically lost 2 jobs at that point,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Girl, take a holiday.
But no, Mon-El suspects his mother immediately.
Well, he suspects both the parents, but yeah.
Yeah, he calls them down to the bar where he works at. And I can't, you work here? Like, they were so disgusted.
They are such assholes.
So disgusted.
I like the way he's describing his job.
I am a mixologist.
Mixologist.
I mean, I
was kind of hoping.
But there's a difference between a bartender and a mixologist. There's a huge difference between a bartender and a mixologist.
Mm-hmm. But the way he described it was just hilarious. He just let it on. And it's a very respectable job.
It's very honorable.
I respect the mixologist. I don't know about you guys.
I mean,
I respect bartenders.
Yeah. Oh, no, I do too. I'm just saying.
To be a mixologist, you kind of have to be a chemist at the same time. You have to know how things work together and how they balance each other out, how they react with each other and stuff like that. Exactly.
Yes. And if
he was also fancifying his job title.
Oh yeah,
just a little bit, just a little bit.
Just for reference of the people here, and by no means are we endorsing anything. Me, Nikki and Rachel, when we go to California, we go to a bar at the Annabella. There's a mixologist there named AJ. He's an actual mixologist, and he's absolutely fantastic. But everybody else...
Try the orcs, tip your server.
Yeah, but everybody else that works there, they're just a regular bartender. He has everything. This is how much you mix it out to. You do this. He's the one experimenting with and making the drinks that don't typically exist. He's creating them. They're just pouring them. That's the difference between a bartender and a mixologist. So, but yeah. So if Mon-El is truly a mixologist, that's even more impressive for him.
Well, I mean, he read the cookbook, so you never know. He could be.
He's learning to cook, and it looked damn delicious. So, I mean,
I know she's like bacon.
That just reminds me of that one meme video that's been going around with the kid trying his first piece of bacon, and he's just like, bacon!
Like, oh my god, it's so good.
You ruined it. I was trying to get you breakfast in bed.
Oh, that was so cute.
It was adorable.
But like,
you can't get between me and breakfast foods.
I know, right? Don't use bacon and hash browns. Yeah, no.
Except for the bounty hunter that was on her, that got between them.
Mm-hmm.
I was totally expecting her to fly out the door and then fly back, grab the bacon, and like fly away again. That's what I was expecting out of her.
They should have done that. Or maybe.
This episode was directed by Kevin Smith, so I'm honestly
maybe he wanted to, but they was like, nah, let's not do that.
I'm honestly surprised because a bunch of Kevin Smith's last roles that he's directed, they very, very much felt like Kevin Smith.
This is his second one, I think, that he's done.
This is his third. He's done two Flash episodes. And
it said somewhere I thought it said this was
his second this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last season he did one on the Flash. This season he did one on the Flash, and now this is his second one.
No, I heard
that
this was his second Supergirl, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I don't think he did any in the first season of Supergirl.
I might not have.
No.
So
he might have
to this season.
No, this is his first one in Supergirl this season. I know that for sure. I think it was the second. They were saying it's the second one in the universe this season. But I mean, for Kevin Smith, he referenced one of his other movies. I don't remember what it was. It was kind of like an obscure one, or a skit or something, and the obligatory Kevin Smith Star Wars reference. You know.
Oh yeah.
You watched Star
You're a little short to be a stormtrooper.
Quinn was
perfect.
so happy. He's like beaming with pride.
You watched it.
He's so happy. I'm so happy. I just love that.
yeah. Sorry, Kevin Smith did do 2 this season. He did Supergirl Lives, was episode 9, and then this episode.
I knew it.
I thought he did a Flash one.
Yeah, he did Flash too. He did the episode before the invasion.
Oh, okay. So
It wasn't going insane.
before they rescue everybody, the reason why Mon-El got stuck there in the first place is because Supergirl's seen how much Mon-El has changed, since coming here and everything. So she figures that Mon-El's mother can change. So they invite her to the Fortress of Solitude.
She's the forever optimist.
Right? Invites her to the Fortress of Solitude, which is the most high-esteemed place that she could think of. And Queen Rhea is just like, this is even worse than the last place. I was just like, this bitch. That's all I could think of was this bitch.
I know,
I'm sitting here going, are we going to see that ring again? Because we know Kevin Smith tweeted out the ring. And I was like,
yeah.
The last we saw it was in the Fortress of Solitude. Are we going to see it again? And we didn't. We didn't.
All I know is Terry Hatcher.
It was probably on the set. So
it probably was.
Yeah.
Probably
Terry Hatcher plays an amazing evil person, and she plays a really good evil person. So
I was kind of teetering with her performance with Rhea this episode.
I think she was conflicted in this episode. She was wanting the power still and be that queen that she was, but then also the whole I'm a mom.
I don't even think that really mattered to her. She just wanted Mon-El for her point in power.
Yeah.
So
I think it's
a stature kind of thing.
I think
it's
like
both.
I think both.
She wanted her son back,
the other.
and she wanted the prince back. But because they spent how many years, looking for Mon-El?
4.
No, it takes 4 years to get back to Doctor.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
they didn't say. They didn't say.
no, they didn't say.
But you have to imagine if it's as long as Superman has been on the Earth.
Well, yeah. So
Because
look,
it was right after Krypton exploded.
How long was Kara in the zone?
Negative zone?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but no, it's however long Superman's been on the Earth for, because he was also put in a pod when Krypton exploded. So.
And his pod made it there in proper time.
Yeah.
So technically, he is older than her by quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when that happened, she was what, 12? 10, between 10 and 12, and he was already a full-grown adult at that time.
Yeah, so he's like 13 years older than her.
Well, I think he also was in the negative zone.
Yeah,
he was. Yes.
Yeah.
But I think we're saying on when Krypton exploded.
Yeah.
He was 12 and he was 25 or whatever.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So if you think about it that way, it's a little bit creepy.
But I love when she just whipped out the kryptonite sai and she just slashed Kara with it. And she's like, "Where did you get kryptonite?" And she's like, "Our planet is littered with it. It's littered with the remains of your planet." I was like, "Yeah, that would be a good place to get a lot of kryptonite."
So obviously they've been back to their planet to know what it's like, and then So we don't know when they went back to the planet, but either way, they've been probably searching the universe for 4 years to get to Earth, because it takes 4 years to get. So
what I want to know is, what planet was Mon-El talking about when he wanted to run away with Kara?
The secret planet.
It's a secret planet, but it's a lot like Earth.
Hole in the galaxy, little nook. It's tucked away. I think it's going to tie to something else that I'm going to bring up in a little bit. We'll get to that.
Maybe we can put a vacation home on it.
Maybe.
I would love
that.
But
Mon-El gives himself up to save Kara's life, and then that's when they're like, absolutely not. We're going to defy the president's orders, and we're going to go and get him back anyway. And we had the final battle with, John Jones pretending to be Supergirl, which never gets old, for the record. Absolutely will never, ever get old.
Surprised me?
Well,
I was like,
I'm glad they did that, because when Kara came flying into the deal, she looked like she'd been drugged through hell. I mean, the way that they did the makeup and stuff on her, she definitely looked like she was drained of like everything.
Either that or they filmed that when she showed up for work sick one day.
Right?
No,
Either way,
the makeup team did a fantastic job.
You know,
yeah,
I think that'll do.
But they did a really good job at that.
Yeah,
you know, sometimes they don't.
They probably put her in full makeup and then told her to run like 3 laps around the set, and then call it action. That's probably.
I don't know.
No, but like fantastic job. And then like that whole battle and everything, and then, you know, when it's all said and done, the father, you know, changed his ways, so Kara was kind of right, just about the wrong person. And then the mom, Rhea just being like, yeah, you promised this and this and that, and then just murdered him. And I was like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming, but that's awful.
Well, if you notice through the whole episode, just like a lot of shows do this, the father's clothes change colors. The palette changed from like black to like a black and gray to like a little darker gray and then at the end he was like a really light gray.
Yeah, he was in earth tones.
Yeah. So I mean, kind of shows how his mind was kind of changing. A lot of TV shows do that.
Yeah, and it's like this whole time, like they were like, yeah, we want you to come back and we want you to be Prince, and then he's talking about, well, why don't we take this time to change things, and we don't have to be the way we were. And the father's like, no, we're gonna lock you up. So I'm like, they really just come back to get their son to shoot down everything that he wants to do, to just keep him locked up the whole time?
Yeah, his father didn't want to lock him up. His mother locked him up. His father just stood there.
Yeah.
His dad didn't say shit.
Rhea wanted to put him in a cell until they got back to Daxam so that he could change his change the way he was thinking. Yeah. And Mr. Daxam Daddy just stood there and was like, okay, bitch, do what you gotta do.
I think he was a little shocked. Like,
yeah.
You know, we did all this just to get our son back, and this is what you're doing, kind of thing. Like, that's, yeah. He had to totally change of heart. He was rethinking things. And I think what Mon-El said made sense to him. It's like, if we're going to start over, we should do it right. We should make it better than it was.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that his dad would be like, all right, I need to see why my son changed. And he actually took time, went to Earth, and learned what the hell was going on, and then took that back with him. Mm-hmm. But we know that's not going to be the case.
Because evil bitch mommy.
Yeah. So she's standing outside looking at Earth going, not done with this planet yet. And, you know, that's our big crazy finale kind of thing. And I say finale, not season finale, but it's like another mid-season finale because we're going on a month break now before we get the concluding 5 episodes. So this is gonna be a long month now without Supergirl for me, especially while the other shows are going on. So.
Yeah, that's weird. Do they have a different number of episodes?
No, I don't know actually if.
How is that lining up then? Because if they're all the same amount of episodes, they're gonna have to line up in the end. And I know Supergirl.
They don't have to.
They have been lining up.
Yeah, but they don't have to. Yeah, Flash is not going on break, so.
Well, they just had a 2-week break on Flash. Didn't they? Yeah, we went away.
It is going on a 1-month break.
Oh, so, okay.
Maybe all shows are going on break.
Yeah, they might all be.
Yeah, because they're all hanging around the 17th episode.
Don't worry.
Well, what's going on?
Well, I haven't done the schedule for our Flash podcast yet, so I didn't. But to my knowledge, it wasn't. So this is actually news to me.
Well, if all of them are going on break, all the shows are going on break around the same time. There's something going on the WB that.
The CW.
What's interesting? What's interesting to me is the episode that the Flash comes back on. Tom Cavanaugh is directing that episode. The guy who plays Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
He's directing an episode, so
That's fun.
That's gonna be cool.
I love when they do that, when they let their actors have a chance at producing or directing an episode. It adds a little bit of flair.
Yeah.
Because you can feel the difference in the show.
Feel it,
and the pace.
It's almost like being a fan. It's like, hey, I really like this show. Let me have a chance. I could do it. Let me do it. And then like you feel like more is at stake as a viewer, knowing it's a cast member doing it as opposed to just somebody who does it all the time. So the big thing now here for me is President Marsden.
Yeah.
We knew she was an alien, right?
Yeah.
And then all we saw was glowing eyes before.
Yeah, her eyes were glowing. That's it.
Now we see full-fledged reptilian alien. We even heard Mon-El name drop an alien this episode, which was a Durlan. Right? So I'm like, what an interesting time for Mon-El to name drop something. Started doing some research. A Durlan is apparently a race of shapeshifters, and the best-known Durlan is, of course, Chameleon Boy of the Legion of Superheroes.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
But while his look is a distinctive one, the Durlans of the 20th century had gotten so used to shapeshifting that they literally forgot what they were supposed to look like and ultimately ended up as hooded space beasts with a Cthulhu-like visage, a story told in the Invasion comics of the 80s. Right, so this is ongoing, whatever. Also, Chameleon Boy was a friend of Mon-El's. So that's what was interesting to me is Mon-El name-dropping Durlan, having all this history, especially around this episode where we had Kevin Smith tweet out a picture of the Legion ring. It's just it all meshes to me. That's why I believe that President Marsden is a Durlan.
Am I wrong to assume that in the future we're getting a League of Superheroes TV show to go along with the rest of the CW?
I don't know.
Legion of Superheroes. We don't know their plans right now. They don't have any plans for a fifth show. That is why they didn't bring back Constantine. They're doing it in like an animated form, and they're beefing up their like animated like the CW Seed content with we have Vixen and I just said it, Constantine. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We're kind of me and Cleo kind of. I don't know if Rachel was on board, but me and Cleo kind of have the impression that Arrow should be about done soon.
Are they going to switch that to an animated series?
No,
because
no. We're just saying that it feels about time to end that show. It's getting there. So within that, maybe give it another full season of the show before they do anything with it. And at that point, they could replace it with an ensemble, kind of like Legends, but do maybe like the League of Justice or the Justice League or whatever. Do some kind of like show like that, and maybe Legion of Superheroes could be something.
And if they do that, it opens up for bringing in new, like, obscure heroes, like I've been talking about for seasons upon seasons now. Mm-hmm. Blue Beetle. I mean, Green Lantern's not obscure.
Yeah, I was going to say some not so obscure Green Lantern.
Yeah.
But I mean, depending on what media format, he may be obscure to you.
I mean, yeah. I think I'm one of the only people who really enjoyed the Green Lantern movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Yeah,
you're the only one.
Sorry, I didn't enjoy it.
Cleo wanted to enjoy it.
I tried. So I was sitting there. I was like, maybe this is good.
Ryan Reynolds made fun of the movie in his other movie. Come on.
I mean, that's probably the only reason why I enjoyed it, because of Ryan Reynolds, because I found him hilarious as the part. Maybe and I don't know much about the Green Lantern, so that might, add to the fact that I liked it, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that's what's going on with.
Well, I mean, if they did, that would be way for them to also, have the Green Arrow do cameos and stuff like that.
Well, I'd say you still bring him in, and have him be a main part of the show. Nikki's gonna kill me right now, but he could be the Rip Hunter of whatever that show is,
No. He is the worst leader. He's almost as bad as Rip. No, stop it. Don't even.
So the next episode of Supergirl is called Ace Reporter, which does not come back until April 24th. It is 1 month away. Huge break.
April 24th. I'm marking that down so I don't forget it.
Well, you have a DVR, right? It'll flash at you and be like, guess what? You have a new show.
I never look at that.
Oh, okay.
My calendar is right here, and I'm at my computer all the time, so, Yep.
I was actually not able to find a synopsis for this, so...
there probably isn't one.
Yeah, because it's so far away. They usually don't release the synopsises.
Especially for ones that are directed by cast members. They usually hang on until like the last week.
This isn't directed by a cast member. The Flash episode is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
So.
It didn't have anything. It says all to be announced. So yeah.
There was a promo after this episode that showed Supergirl being a reporter and I saw flashes of Eddie Carr. What's his name?
Capper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Capper. Kipper.
Is it Capper?
Snapper.
Snapper car.
Hey, we were thinking about the fishes. Fishes.
We were close.
A car is a fish.
We had the double piece.
Wait, what?
There.
I don't even know. He's just a douchebag. Can we just call him douchebag all the time? It's so much easier.
But he's not that much. He's not really a douchebag.
Have you seen his face?
He's a good guy.
The other thing.
He's pushing her. He wants her to be the best she can be.
I know.
I totally forgot to mention this episode, and this is why I forgot to mention it, because it had nothing to do with the whole rest of the episode. Was Maggie and...
Oh.
Yeah.
And her
Maggie and Alex. It was just like... Felt so disconnected from the rest of the episode.
It was.
I didn't... It wasn't not interesting to me. I didn't mind it. It just didn't feel like I felt very disconnected from it.
I mean, they're still hanging on the whole trust issues with Alex and Maggie, which I feel, yes,
they focus on Maggie's trust, though, not Alex's. If it was the other way around, it may have fit in there somewhere, but...
I'm kind of putting them together as one now because they are a relationship. We know they are a relationship. They both have trust issues, whether it's Alex or Maggie.
Malix.
It's Malix. Maglix. What? But yeah, they're one person now, and so like their relationship, whether it's like Alex and Maggie, if there's trust issues, it falls on both of them, which is kind of what Alex is trying to tell Maggie, like, you need to tell me these things because otherwise when I find out down the line it might be too late to repair it. And that's what they're doing. They're focusing on still, like, they're both having trust issues with each other, and
they're two broken people trying to fix each other. It's ridiculous.
I want a happy episode with them, not one where they're
always dealing with an issue.
Exactly.
We're kind of getting the same. We're getting the same thing though with Kara and Mon-El. So
not so much this episode.
They beat the crap out of each other.
That wasn't any of their faults.
That doesn't matter.
I just love the panic on both their faces as this is happening. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Feels like pins and needles.
The thing is, after every punch thrown and landed, they apologized like Canadians.
They did. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize.
At least he had enough mindset to keep control of what he was thinking to say, "Oh God, I don't mean this. I'm really, really sorry. Somebody's doing this to me." And Kara was like, "Okay, I understand, but I have to defend myself. I'm sorry." So there was no issue there.
Oh, he was gonna have to hurt me. He's like,
just run. I'm dangerous. She's like, I'm just gonna punch you in the nose.
Pretty much. So I think that about ends this. Nikki, where can the people find you?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
Awesome. Cleo, where can the people find you?
You can find me at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, Pinterest. You could also go to cleomoto.wordpress.com.
Ooh, I'm gonna go there right now. Rachel, where can the people find you?
You really are, okay.
You can find me at Twitter at MikeyFrench76. Just, you can remember my name. Apparently Dom doesn't.
Nope. You can find me, I was too busy trying to type Cleomoto. You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon.
Nope. You can find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace.
Really? Really?
MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASO TV Podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows, games, and movies.
Go read my articles.
Until next time.
I like them. I won't go that far. That's like fucking years ago. God. I'm gonna delete those.
Delete.